안녕하세요. Hello, today I'm gonna make gimbap. Gimbap is a food that rice and other ingredients are rolled in dried labor. Like bibimbap, there are typical ingredients, but you can put anything you want. Depending on the ingredients, various gimbap such as tuna gimbap, beef gimbap, and cheese gimbap are made and sold in restaurants. And today I'm gonna make typical gimbap. I prepared a bowl of rice to make 2 rolls of gimbap. Add a half spoon of salt, 1 spoon of sesame oil, and 1 spoon of sesame seeds to 2 bowls of rice and mix well. Crack 2 eggs, add a pinch of salt, and beat well. The reason why I season the rice and cook the egg first is to cool the hot rice and the cooked egg. Drizzle a few drops of cooking oil on a heated pan, and then turn down the heat to low and pour the egg into the pan. Spread it into a large circle so it fills the pan. When the bottom of the egg is cooked, flip it over with a spatula. To make sure that the bottom is cooked, try to move the egg with the spatula and shaking the egg before flipping it. Even if you fail to flip the egg, don't panic and just try to make the shape as pretty as possible. Cook it for about 10 seconds, turn off the heat and let it cool. Shred half a carrot, please. Carrots and spinach will be prepared and cooked the same way as they were used in bibimbap. If you use sausage like me, boil it for about 1 minute and cut it vertically. If using ham, saute in oil. If you love sausage, cut them into 2, not 4. Peel off the plastic wrap and cut the artificial crab meat vertically. If you prefer cooked crab meat, stir-fry it lightly. Saute carrots in a lightly oiled pan over medium heat for 2 or 3 minutes and add a pinch of salt. Cut off tips of spinach and remove yellow leaves if any. Cut it in half if it's too big. Rinse the trimmed spinach clean in cold water. And blanch the spinach in boiling water for about a minute. If it's cooked, remove and rinse in cold water again. Squeeze the spinach to drain and add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil and 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. Then mix it well. Don't put too much salt and soy sauce at first. Taste it and adjust according to your taste with salt or soy sauce. You can also enjoy spinach as a great side dish. Cool the egg flat so it doesn't crumple up like mine. Cut it into 1/2 inch wide strips. Finally, all ingredients are ready. It's time to roll. One side of seaweed is rough and the other side is soft. Place the rough side up. Take rice about the size of a baseball and spread the rice thinly over the seaweed. We usually fill 60 or 70% of the seaweed, but you can adjust it as much as you want, but fill it in half at least. Since I'm on a diet, I filled in half. Place ingredients neatly in the middle one by one so that the colors match well. There are 2 major differences between sushi and gimbap. Sushi uses rice seasoned with vinegar and sugar, but gimbap is savory with sesame oil and salt. And sushi usually has raw fish, but gimbap has cooked ingredients. The spinach may look different from the one in the previous scene because I used leftover spinach after making japchae. If you put the leftover food in bibimbap or gimbap, it tastes really good and reduces food waste. I have sushi rolling mat at home, so I used it, but you don't have to buy it for making gimbap. You can just roll it with your hands. Roll the seaweed slowly so that it touches the end of the rice and press it down once. Then slowly roll the gimbap, pressing it to make it stick together. And roll another one in the same way. Paste the rice on the end of the seaweed to make the seaweed stick well. Put a little bit of sesame oil on the surface of the gimbap and apply it on both sides of the knife. It helps that the rice does not stick while cutting and adds more flavor. Slice gimbap into bite-sized pieces. In the past, gimbap was a typical home-cooked meal, especially moms used to make gimbap for their children on school picnics or school trips. But in the 1990s, as restaurants began selling gimbap, it became a cheap, convenient, but also nutritious Korean fast food. As you can see, gimbap is wrapped in cooking foil and taken away. 잘 먹겠습니다. I had gimbap with bean sprout soup and kimchi. Koreans usually have rice with soup and kimchi. How about making gimbap for someone special this weekend? I hope you enjoy your gimbap as well. Thank you for watching and see you next time, please.